Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 10 of our Arsenal career mode, where we have a couple of very, very big games coming up. It has been a while since last episode, but we have played quite a few games since then. So obviously last time out we played Man City 3-0 and then we lost to Newcastle 1-0. But since then, it's not been too bad. It has not been too bad at all. You can see we've had a string of very, very good form, winning most of the games, drawing 3 of them, including a 7-1 win against Brentford, where Jesus got another hat-trick. That man has been on fire recently. And then, unfortunately, that run of form ended when we lost 4-3 to Man United, losing out on a 90-plus 6-minute goal. Yeah, you could just, I mean, if you look here, the scoreline, absolutely insane. They were 2-0 up because Anthony scored and then Victor Lindelof scored. And then we managed to go 3-2 up because Almada and then Jesus and then Verratti scored at the 90-plus 1 minute. And then Ronaldo levelled it again at 90-plus 2. And then Asensio, at the very, very last minute of the game, managed to get the winner for Man United. And yeah, the Man United curse continues. You can see if we go to past meetings, we've only ever won once out of the 4 times we've played them so far. Yeah, and then part of the games that we have played was beating Newcastle overall. What was that? 6-3 in aggregate in the Carabao Cup semi-final. So we are going to the Carabao Cup final. And I'll show you who that is against in a minute. And then we beat Rotherham in the FA Cup 4th round 3-0. So overall, it means that in the Carabao Cup final, we are going to be playing Liverpool. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we can win ourselves another trophy. We've already won 2 of them so far this season. And then in the FA Cup, we have got Bournemouth in the 5th round, I think this is. Yeah, the 5th round. So we'll be playing Bournemouth to hopefully carry on getting through the FA Cup. And then in terms of the Premier League, we've had a pretty decent string of results. So we are currently sitting 4th with 53 points. But we have played 27 games and the majority of people have played 26. So City could jump ahead of us here because they do have a game in hand. Man United and Everton, they're on like 44 points each. So they're not that close to us. So hopefully a top 4 finish should still be in our sights. We'll have to see. But the 2 games we have got to play today are Real Madrid in the Champions League, round of 16, first leg, and then Man City in the Premier League. So, yeah, a couple of very, very important games here, because obviously Real Madrid, this is our first leg. We are away from home for the first leg. We've got the second leg in a few weeks' time here. And then obviously the City game is pretty important for our top 4 hopes in the Premier League. And what seems to be working recently is a 4-3-3 control possession. The squad we are going to be fielding is Jesus up front, of course, and then Martinelli and Saka on the wing. In midfield, we've got Ødegaard, Partey and Timber, and then the back 4 of Zinchenko, Scalvini, Saliba and Tomiyasu. And then, of course, our man Ramsdale in goal. So we've got the first highlight of the game, 37 minutes in. It started with Real Madrid with the possession, but we appear to have managed to get it back. So Thomas has got the ball at the moment, gets tackled though, and Real Madrid have got it back. Vinicius Jr. is running it down the line, sends it to Valverde, but yeah, he sends it wide, and that was pretty much the first attempt on goal I think anyone has had so far. You can see Real Madrid, that's the first shot on target, and that is the end of the first half, so pretty boring first half overall. You can see Real Madrid had 6 shots, 1 on target. Ourselves, we had 4, but none on target, so not doing too well at the moment. Let's head into the second half and see if we can get a little bit more action going. Immediately, there is a kick-off highlight. So we do get the first highlight of the second half straight away, and it is Real Madrid on the ball. They're sending it down the wing here. We go for... Is that offside? I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it was. Our defender there did try and slide tackle him in the box, which was just insane. Missed, and then Vinicius Jr. was able to put it in the net past Ramsdale. So we watched the replay here. You can see, who is that? Yeah, Saliba tries to go for the slide tackle. Isn't able to do it. And that is 1-0 up for Real Madrid straight away. Right, 65 minutes in. Let's have a look at making some substitutions. So Jesus not been having the best game. But there is no one we can really bring on other than him. So we'll take off Saka instead. Bring on Brahim Diaz. we have a highlight. We have a corner, whips it in, but nobody's able to connect with it, which means that Real Madrid have now got possession once again. Thomas tries to run to get that ball, but is not quick enough, and Real Madrid have still got the ball. Sends it over, but to nobody, and Scalvini picks it up, although did actually walk to that pretty much. He didn't run. I don't know why he was being so slow. And Thomas gets dispossessed, and Rodrigo is sending it down the wing. Scalvini goes for a slide tackle, but is unable to keep the ball. I don't know what's going on in the box there, and is that a penalty? We may have just given away a penalty. He's going to check it with the VAR, and a penalty has not been awarded. No penalty. Okay, that's good. I thought we were going to end up 2-0 down. 86 minutes in. I really don't think there's much we can do here. We've got 4 minutes of added time, and that is it. 1-0 loss in our first leg. I'm not too disappointed with that. I didn't really expect to win. We are playing Real Madrid away from home. And I mean, if we're able to win, say, 2-0 in the second leg when we are at home, then we'll get through. So overall, not too bad. One thing that might cause us issues in the second leg against Real Madrid is that Ødegaard has reached his yellow card limit. So he's going to have to sit out the next match. Which, is annoying. That is, he's pretty much our main attacking playmaker. Okay, so this is the team we are fielding against Man City. It's a very similar lineup to what we played against Real Madrid, apart from we've got Smith Rowe on the left now, and then Tierney on the left back instead of Zinchenko. But I think everything else is the same. Last time we played them, we did beat them 3-0, but like I say, we were at home at that point. And it was at the beginning of the season when we just had fantastic form. But we'll see what we can do in this match and hopefully win it. 2 minutes in, we've already got a highlight. Tomiyasu with the throw-in. Tierney manages to pick it back up. On to Seiwald. Seems to be just dribbling it around a little bit, not knowing what to do with it. Passes it to Gabriel, who brings it back to Tierney. Down the wing onto Smith Rowe, who gets slide tackled, but the opposition's not able to get the ball, and then Smith Rowe goes for a shot, but sends it sky high, nowhere near the net. And yeah, that's the end of that highlight. You can see how awful that was because we only got 0.11 XG from that one shot. Onto another highlight. The City player sends it all the way down towards our side of the pitch and isn't able to connect with anyone. So Jesus sends it on to Saka, back to Saliba, back to Ødegaard, back to Saliba. All the way back to Gabriel. We're not really pushing it forward too much here, but Smith Rowe onto Ødegaard. That was a lovely pass, and just doesn't get it into the net there. It was so close. That would have been a fantastic goal because picking that pass out, that would have been, well, probably the assist of the season, I would say. But what just happened there? I don't know. Haaland somehow didn't score that. Can we pick anyone out? What was that pass? That was a bit weird. Tries to get it onto Smith Rowe, is unable to do so. Haaland has the ball, and we've probably just given away a penalty, haven't we? I swear it's always Gabriel as well. Every time, that man is just so aggressive in the box. You don't take down a player in the box, even if it's Haaland. And there we go. He's got a yellow card for that, and we've given a penalty. And Ramsdale saves it. Oh my God, we have been saved there. We have been saved. Okay, they do have a corner, so we have to be careful with this. Correa sends it in, and we just about managed to get it clear, but not clear enough because De Bruyne has still got the ball. Sends it on to Walker. Is he going to have a shot himself? Maybe. He managed to get it all the way through, and that was pretty easy for Ramsdale to get down there and pick the ball up. I really thought we were going to be 1-0 down here. Ramsdale with the penalty save. Oh my God. But Gabriel onto Seiwald, onto Thomas. Smith Rowe gets tackled on, and now Bernardo has it. Phil Foden on the wing. He's going to try and float that into Haaland, I'd imagine. Maybe not. Pass it to De Bruyne, and now is he going to try and get it into the box? He might have a shot himself here. He does. And that was nowhere near the net. We've definitely been on the back foot here. We have. Look, they've got like 1.1 XG now. We've got nothing. They've got a really high press line as well. Okay, that is half time. And yeah, not been the best display from us so far. Absolutely not. Where is Gabriel? Where are you? There you are. Gonna ask him to calm it down because we do not want him getting another yellow and then we end up having him sent off. That would not be ideal here. Okay, Man City have a corner here, 53 minutes in. Gets cleared, but they do still have it. De Bruyne, what can he do with it? On to Haaland, and that is 1-0. That is 1-0. This is not what we want. This is going to ruin our Champions League hopes here. 70 minutes in, Man City have themselves a highlight, but we managed to get the ball back. Smith Rowe gives it away. Come on, Thomas. Tackle him. Just tackle him. No? Just let him go all the way through. What is going on here? Ramsdale picks it up and Walker basically just passes it to Ramsdale. That was a bit weird. We're going to berate them because it had not been playing well. We do have a highlight very close to their box. Tomiyasu gives it to Seiwald. On to Thomas Partey. Can he get it in? He actually gets it on target, but Ederson is able to make the save pretty easily there. What is going to come of this highlight? We'll see. Nice long ball over from the keeper. And what was that defending? And then Grealish does that. What is going on in this match? What is going on? Once again, they've taken Haaland off for Grealish. At least this time it kind of makes sense. Walker is on a yellow. But we're allowing them way too much space here. Walker just straight in the box again, and Foden puts it in, and that's 2-0. Our defence has been awful this game. Absolutely awful. Right, Tierney, on to Smith Rowe. Can we at least get a shot on target? Scalvini down to Tierney. Into the box, but onto nobody. Thomas manages to pick it back up once again. Smith Rowe, Thomas, come on. Scalvini. Onto Verratti, but back to Saliba. We don't want to be passing backwards here. Scalvini, back to White. Come on. Almost gets tackled. Verratti, through to Martinelli. Now Verratti. Come on, Verratti. No, Smith Rowe. What is going on here? Now Foden's on it. And they're gonna try and get us on the break here. And that's the end of that highlight. Terrible, terrible performance. Martinelli, the only, well, other than Ramsdale, I suppose, they're the only two that managed to get above a 7 rating. And the rest of them played really, really badly. I mean, Ødegaard with a 6.3. I mean, if you look at the stats, City had 21 shots and 9 on target with an XG of almost 4. Bear in mind, I mean, one of those will be a penalty, so still. And then we had 11 shots, but only 3 on target. I mean, our XG said we should have scored, and that is going to put us 5th in the Premier League, I would imagine. So it means that we're currently 3 points off of a Champions League spot, plus everyone else has got a game in hand on us. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a battle to try and get into those top 4 spaces. Pretty bad run of form so far. Obviously, we lost to Man United, and then on camera, we've lost to Real Madrid, and then Man City. Then we got the Bournemouth game in the FA Cup 5th round. Hopefully we can win that and now just boost their morale a little bit. So then we can go into the Liverpool game for the Carabao Cup final and then hopefully see what we can do. But that is where we will be coming back for episode 11. The Liverpool game and then Real Madrid. And then, to be honest, after that, I'll probably see out most of the rest of the season. Just want to try and wrap this series up a little bit so then we can do our 5 years into the future and then start our proper main save, which will be some sort of like non-league to legend journeyman type thing. But we'll see what we're doing when we get to it. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that fantastic stuff. And I'll see you next time.